Good morning. And today I woke up and chose violence against beavers. This is Brown Sugar, aka the Beaver Buster. And this is usually the time the fucking beavers are out. Like when the sun comes out, or, you know, they're only out when the sun is down pretty much. And this is the only time where you have like good lighting and everything else like that. So I got my red dot on, and hopefully I can get a beaver sighting and I can shoot that fucking thing in its head like I did the last one and get that out of my fucking pond. Anyways, so this is actually a nice morning. I kind of like how it's overcast, or it's kind of gloomy. Yeah, it's like overcast right now. I like how it's overcast, kind of gloomy and everything. And it's really cool out here, probably about 60 degrees. I think there's a whole bunch of mushrooms over there, all those like clusters and shit. But yeah, I think it's like 60 something fucking degrees. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I've been just politicking and talking, and what I've one thing I was just talking about, let me take the Beaver Buster with me. But one thing I was just talking about is that how a lot of these people, these pro-blacks, okay, I was watching the Omiwale stream, and I finished that with BGS. BGS always shouting me out, using me as somewhat of an example. I never think of myself as like a monk or even SY. I never thought of myself as SYSBM. But I did want to make a video about like, okay, maybe I am a monk and I just haven't accepted it. But I never really thought of myself as SYSBM. And like, if that's another faction of, or another take on it, or way of looking at it, I can understand that. That makes fucking sense. And not just to be like, oh, just accept whatever BGS says. It's more or less like, okay, that's a different take on it. But it's really true that, you know, when I talk about make the deal, you know, because nobody's really just going to be there to help you with it. It's I probably should have wore a fucking thing out here, but yeah, I will make this quick. But make the deal, because there's really not going to be anybody here to really fucking save you, because we're doing all of this shit, and you know, almost what are we doing it for in some cases, right? And at the end of the day, it's really for ourselves. I love the changing of the fucking leaves here. But anyways, getting to the point. Watching the Omiwale stream, one thing I noticed, even with the whole thing that's going on with Just Pearly Things, for some reason, we always have to, like, it's like black people can't do shit by themselves. You know, like, we just can't, we can't fucking do the things that we need to do. We always have to have a white co-signer. Like, our fucking credit is that fucking bad. We always have to have some type of white co-signer. And then as soon as we have a white co-signer, some nigga pops out of nowhere and says, see, y'all niggas always love a white bitch. A white bitch is your daddy. A white bitch is your mama. A white bitch is everything to you. Your alpha, your omega. Your white bitch is the only way in which you can actually enact some type of change. It's through that white bitch. You know what I mean? Like, white bitches is reparations. So you start to see where the guys that say that type of stuff really like the white bitches more than the other fucking guys that are supposedly using them. Because if you look at a Just Pearly Thing, she is a mouthpiece much like Kevin Samuels, and she's putting the information out there. She did the fucking work, and everybody's fucking jealous that she's coming, or not everybody, but you see people are jealous that she's coming up. And it's like, come on, like, why does everybody have to be included or inducted into the fucking manosphere? Not Hall of Fame, but inducted into the manosphere itself. And it's like, you don't have to include everybody just because they talk the same shit. Because if that was the case, you should induct fucking MGTOW. You should induct MRAs. You should induct all the fucking other, bro, it's crazy that black people are so thirsty for validation that we always induct these new fucking people that come up. Hey, they're saying the same thing we're saying. All right, cool. They're a part of us, you know, just because fucking, it's like, oh, listen, if Just Pearly Things was on the street and then Hafiz walked by her, oh my God, Just Pearly Things was just in the same place as Hafiz. That means Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. That means Just Pearly Things is part of the black manosphere. Shit, I made the connection. Yes. You know, like on that fucking, you know, those like fucking little pegboards, and then they got the fucking lines and shit going all over the fucking place, and so on and so forth. Oh my God, it's Just Pearly Things and the Hafiz connection. The Hafiz connection. It's there. It's there. Finkel is Einhorn. Oh my God. Like fucking Ace Ventura. And it's just like, come on, man. Every time somebody fucking white does something, it's like we gotta go fucking crazy over it. And then we gotta discredit them by calling them ugly. It's just like, how many ugly motherfuckers is out here beating the shit out of you, you dumb motherfuckers, man? How many ugly motherfuckers is out here saying this shit and doing this shit? And then, yo, even me as a non-ADOS person, right? I was born in America, but my parents are immigrants, right? Like, everybody in my family had to get their citizenship. Me, I was born into this motherfucker. Anchor babies for the win, bitch. You know? But my family, coming from Jamaica and all this other stuff, right? Like, it's like, all I have... well, not all I have. I'm sure there's like probably that one guy, but it's like, yo, the closest I think that got to a person that I can be quote unquote proud of as a Jamaican and shit in this space is like, what's it called? Chantel Simone. And it's just like, God damn, can't be a nigga to do this shit. I'm proud of myself. Fuck it then. I'll do it myself. Fucking Thanos coming out here. It's like, bomba cloud me. I'll do it myself. You know, some shit like that. But, this is what happens, man. Like, we always have to, like, as black people, as black collective, because I grew up my whole fucking life here, 30-something years living in fucking Miami. I pretty much bought this house for my 35th birthday. So actually, shit, I mean, that's actually, what day is it? Today's the 29th. Yeah, in 2 days will be the anniversary of when I closed on this house. I closed on this house October 31st, and then I moved in November 2nd. So, and then my birthday is November 20th. So that's when, like, you know, that's the whole timeline of everything. And this is like my birthday present. And I actually want to get new boards for this shit. Like, I want to redo this whole fucking thing because this shit is pretty fucking gnarled up. But there's like this Trex stuff, supposedly. That's pretty fucking good. Trex. And then there's a spice rum that my coworker told me about. And I fucking I love that fucking color. It's really nice. But, you know, I got this house for my fucking my 35th birthday. And it's just like, yo, when I came out here, I did a lot of this shit by myself. And I've talked about this even in my last video, how Sigma males are really starting to see an outsized return on all the work that they've done in their life, right? They're coming back, or they're looking back and they're seeing, wow, okay, I've made this much progress, so on and so forth. And that's actually a really fucking, that's really a big thing. And I think that shows that a lot of the people that are doing certain things by themselves, and it's not that I do everything by myself, but for the most part, I move alone, I stay alone, I do what I need to work with other people to get certain things done. But once that's done, I fucking just go right back to my quote unquote shell, so to speak, or working by myself. And I think that's really telling that a lot of the guys that are SYSBM, that, you know, I would call them a group of not rugged individuals, but a group of individuals that have a common goal. And they're saying, hey, listen, this doesn't make any sense. This is our group ideology, but I'm going to go ahead and enact that ideology, or what's it called? Not enact, but live that ideology. There's another word for it. But live that ideology by myself, and I'm going to go ahead and make it happen. And you start to seeing that, you're starting to see that they're actually doing better. A Christopher Hutchinson, a Dr. Thunder, who the fuck else? You can't say Lucario. But, you know, probably like Mad Bus Driver, of course. You know, another person, like Grinch, he'll talk about, like, you know, he's a part of the SYSBM crew. Austin Hollerman, you know, and his crew and everything else like that. But you're seeing all these men that are saying, oh, look at the fish. But you're seeing all these men that they're saying that, hey, listen, man, I'm not going to wait around for you to get this shit right. Like, they expect us to really wait around until 30-something plus years, which Chantel pointed out. But she wait around for 30-something fucking years and wait for somebody to get right and get their shit together. Like, as men, we don't have to do that, especially men of means. And I'll go on to my next point here, is that, you know, you have somebody like, you have it to where men of means don't have to wait for this shit, and we shouldn't have to wait for this shit, because we have the means to actually do and enact what we want right now. We don't have to wait for somebody else to come in and quote unquote save us, right? Like, we're saving ourselves, we're doing everything for ourselves. And like, this is kind of the crazy thing to me, where we see so many people wait until almost the last minute to get certain things done. You start to see where, you know, like if you ever watch Kill Bill, I think it's Kill Bill Volume 2, and I was surprised. I was watching the thing on it, the piece, but not the piece, but the snippet, or that scene in Kill Bill Volume 2, and it came out in 2004, and I was very surprised about that. but it came out in 2004. But in that, Beatrix snatches the other eye out of I think like the white mamba or some shit. I don't know. The white, whatever, the white widow. And it's just like, holy shit. You know, this is like the whole, where she snatches the eye out, and then the lady's just fucking flailing around the fucking mobile home and going all fucking crazy. And she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Wow, wow. I can't fucking leave you. You took my fucking eye. My fucking eye. My fucking eye. And like, you know, just, it's like, I can't fucking, you know, like they're doing it and they're getting all really fucking mad. And then next thing you know, after a while, after that tantrum, and they start to calm down, now they have to live that life with being fucking blind. They have lost both of their fucking eyes. And I say this because this is how I see what's happening in the black community, especially with the women. These women are starting to go fucking crazy, and they're like, okay, well, you know, these niggas ain't here for me, and I can't do this shit anymore. Let me reach up on the top shelf for that friend that I have in the friend zone. Wait, he's not there anymore. Wow, what the fuck? Oh, this is fucking shit. This ugly white bitch came out of fucking nowhere and took my fucking man and all this other shit. Oh my God, the fucking Asians do it too. Intergenerational wealth, soft girl era. Oh my God, I just want to steal their ass back, stab. Oh, why are you attacking me? I just don't want to be alone. Enjoy the view, bitch. It's like, so this is what's happening. You know, they're flailing around, man, and they're doing all this shit, and they're going fucking crazy because guess what? They pretty much lost their last fucking eye, and now they don't even know what their future looks like, and they can't even see their future. And just like in that scene, Beatrice says, "You won't have a future, bitch." You know, like. Y'all gotta watch it. I'm gonna put it in the community tab. You'll see it in there. But like, yo, that scene is very telling, and it's very much it really kind of depicts the black community, especially females in the black community right now, where they can't reach on that shelf anymore because the niggas that were on the shelf are starting to become pilled up in some way, shape, or form. Even if they're fucking going to be purple pill, they will never be the same blue pill simps that they were before. Now these niggas know they have fucking some type of value, right? And you're seeing a lot of these women are going fucking crazy, wanting to call these men toxic and all this other shit. Chizza Zed did a video talking about where this chick starts talking about how, you know, these men are actually trying to hurt us up and coming mobile, financially stable and mobile women. When in actuality, no, bitch, you're just getting fucking slutted out and you just have a good job. Like, calm down. It's not that fucking serious. Dudes aren't just purposely going after you, just so they can actually fuck up your progress. It's just like, come on, man. Like, really, are we that much of the antagonist to women that we really would just fuck up their progress? Like, think about it. Like, look at me. This lake here, I call it a lake. Like, technically it's not. It's a fucking big-ass pond. But this fucking pond here, right, if you look at it, you know, you can't get all of it. There's a little bit more over there under the bridge. You can see the other shoreline, right? That's 3 fucking acres. I have a fucking bridge. Like, that's like a whole suspension bridge. Like, that shit is fucking cool. It's not like a wooden bridge. Like, it's just, that is fucking metal. I could scrap that shit and make good money, right? And, like, you know, you got that, then you got the fucking island. I'm sorry, but what type of progress am I, and even other men that are making in the 6 figures? Because when I bought this house, I was only making 75 grand. So, this is why I live in Southeast fucking Georgia. It's a lot fucking cheaper out here. But what part of me is gonna really fuck with a woman so much, makes me so fucking bitter, that I need to fucking go ahead and attack this woman and so I can fuck up her progress? Like, why would I even think that? And okay, let's take it off of me, because hey, not everybody's like you, Gun Grizzly, and not everybody's like you and what you're doing, you know, not everybody's doing it at the level you're doing. Oh, okay, no problem. Who is? And then if you find out who is, right, like a regular guy making, you know, $50,000-$60,000 a month, or yeah, a month, Jesus Christ, I'm not even doing that. Anyways, a year, right? and he's making enough to pay his bills, and if he comes together, he could be y'all can be a 6-figure family unit and do some things, right? And put yourself in a different level or echelon when it comes to, you know, money and everything. I mean, the guys that are doing what these women are talking about, that, like, you know, are openly doing it, they're dudes that are making less than your average, your what's it called, your median income, your $30,000-$40,000 a year. And what that tells me also is that you're fucking with these guys. You're fucking with guys. You're picking guys over and over again that are fucking you over, instead of picking the guy that you've put up on the shelf. And that shelf thing, I've actually experienced that, where a woman says, a lot of guys put me on the shelf, and she tried to put me on the shelf. And I used to tell her all the time, I am not your fucking friend. Like, I am not your friend. I am trying to do something else with you. What's up? Oh, well, you know, we could just, all right, bitch, all right, cool, no problem. And then she was the one, she was celibate too. And that's why I used to get like that whole, oh, you celibate? Do you sell a little bit? Do you sell a lot of bit? If you sell some, how much do you sell it for? And she, you know, her celibate ass finds her way to fucking a guy, a married man. Go figure. And these are the stories that, you know, myself and other men in this space have when it comes to this shit. We know what the fuck is going on. We know where the bodies are buried. We know what the fucking bodies used to look like when they were alive. And we was at the fucking funeral. Last thing I'll say to end this, in I think maybe the best manner possible. A lot of people do not understand, especially people on the side of anti-manosphere, anti-black manosphere, anti-red pill rhetoric and things like that, anti-black pill, conscious people who are not really conscious, they're not woke, they're still asleep, and they only understand that they've been, their movement and the way that they think has been infiltrated in so many different ways. And I will not ignore the programming that can also happen in red pill rhetoric as well. Black pill rhetoric and all this other stuff, because after a while, man, like it just becomes cool to be black pill, and it's just like, no, black pill's not supposed to be cool. It's just supposed to be it. Like, that is what it is. So I'd like to plain and simply say, if I was to ever have a conversation, like really go into it, or actually, no, this is how I have conversations now. I don't talk from the standpoint of, you know, pretty much saving the black community as it is. I talk from the standpoint of, we're at this point, we're not writing the eulogy, we're just reading it off. The eulogy's already been written. The black community itself is dead. And what comes next, we don't really totally know, and how it looks like, but we just know it ain't gonna be the same. It's gone. And that's not nihilism. That's not pessimism. That's just looking at this thing objectively. You would have to do something. You would have to have done something 50, 60, 80 years ago to the black community for it to actually put itself on the right track and be successful. So unless you have a time machine, at this point, let's bow our heads and pray. Dear Father, we come to you today for something that we know and love so well. And that, dear Father, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We got white bitches coming in. We got tragic mulattoes at the fucking door that have infiltrated our space. That have infiltrated the sanctimonious, the sanctuary that we live in, dear Lord. Known as the black community. This white bitch ain't that dumb motherfucker. Hafiz looks stupid. Dear Lord, I don't know what to do, dear Lord. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, I pray that the black community as we know it lives on in the afterlife, joins its ancestors, joins the slaves of the past, the ones that didn't make it across the Atlantic, dear Lord. So much pain, dear Lord. So much pain. Stop sniffing my nuts. Get out of here. So much pain, dear Lord, that we have endured, that we have gone through, dear Lord. Dear Lord, all we have is our retirement, our dogs, and the possibility of living content in these trying times, dear Lord. These motherfuckers put us on the shelf, dear Lord, and they didn't know we were their builders, dear Lord. Shut up and shit, don't tie the bow tie, retie the bow tie. And dear Lord, we are trying our best to just make a way for ourselves, because these niggas is too stupid to see that this shit is done already. Dear Lord, I read this eulogy and I send it to you, the Most High, like a bird on a dove's wing. Dear Lord. Oh. Dear Lord, please protect us as we go into the next phase of people of color and not a black community. Dear Lord, we are one because we have bred ourselves out of existence. Our black women have had more than 1 million plus. Oh, more than 1 million plus out of wedlock birth. Sorry, dear Lord. I have more than 1 million plus babies with men that are outside of our race, dear Lord. Yet they want to blame the brothers for not being loyal, dear Lord. These bitches is out here fucking, dear Lord. And they want us to believe in some way, shape, or form. Watch yourself, don't get in there. They want us to believe in some way, shape, or form. It's our fault, dear Lord. And when a nigga like Obi Allen starts talking about the things that the men can do, he makes it broad and he makes it to where, who you looking at? Get your ass out of there. He makes it broad as if the black men should be able to fix everything. But when you criticize and you talk about the black women, it's nuanced, dear Lord. It's nuanced. When Omar Wali is faced with the irrationality of his argument, dear Lord, and he is laughed at and he is told that doesn't make any sense. I was there. I saw it. The snipers were on the roof, dear Lord. He says, oh, it's okay. I used to read the books, dear Lord. It's different from when you was there, nigga. Goddamn. Dear Lord. And when that nigga is challenged and his points are challenged, it's somehow more complex. No, it's easy, motherfucker. This shit is just not what you think it's gonna be. Dear Lord, please protect the children as they get their passports, man. Fuck y'all. Peace. Love y'all all. God dang, look at that view. Whoa, shit. The leaves is changing. The trees is dying. But please understand, just like everything, it is but a cycle. It is the end of one cycle and the beginning of another one. God bless my niggas. I mean my people of color. Peace.